Welcome to week one, training video number one. In this video, we will be discussing basic operational tools of TradingView, which is a platform that you will definitely want to familiarize yourself with over the next coming weeks to prepare yourself for trading. Let's get started. So you will find on the main screen we have a couple different features here. Across the top, we have our top toolbar. It's showing our pair, the time frame that we're on, the type of chart that we're on. We can add comparisons. We can add indicators. The financials section technically is more for stocks. There are various templates. You can add alerts. And if you go all the way over, this is a favorites bar that we have saved, we've customized to be able to use certain tools that we need in our trading. You have various ways to save your layout and also various chart properties. Now, when you first hop on TradingView, let's just go to the home screen here. So when you first come to TradingView, it will look a little something like this. As you can see, this platform, it may for a moment look overwhelming. However, what we're really going to focus on is charts. Okay, so when you arrive at tradingview.com, you will see a lot of tickers, you will see a lot of editors picks, market summaries, and all of that great information. On the right side here, we do have our watch list minimized. We have alerts minimized, news, hot list, calendars, ideas, things like that. So some of these tools, as you develop in your trading journey, you will definitely find more use for. And as we go through each session, we will dive deeper into specific tools that's going to help you along the way. However, main thing we're looking for, tradingview.com, or if you pull it up on your device, main thing you're looking for is the chart screen. So we're just going to go directly into chart, and it will pull up the last symbol or currency pair that you were viewing, or it could also pull up a stock if you are if you haven't been to the site before. All right, so you'll see one of the things that I love about TradingView is just the ease of use. We are going to look at MetaTrader 4 because even though TradingView is what we prefer to use for cultivating our trading ideas, documenting our trading ideas, MetaTrader 4 is the platform that we will be using to execute our trades. And so we're starting this week off with giving you a walkthrough of TradingView so that you're very comfortable with this tool. This is going to be the wave of the future of trading. And so we want you to get out ahead of that and be very comfortable with using this particular tool. Now, of course, on the side here, we got a lot of different options as far as saving your chart, as far as what view you want to go back to. You can save. It'll automatically save some recently used templates. And so the first thing that we want to do is customize this chart. Now, if you if you watched any of the videos on YouTube, or if you talk to me personally, not only am I into numerology, I'm also into color psychology. And because of that, how your chart looks, if you prefer to have the standard template that we use, black background, white bullish candles, blue bearish candles, that's totally fine. So in this particular example, we're just going to go through how to change the chart properties in the template to look a little bit different. So let's say we wanted a white background and we wanted to change the candlesticks to a different color. So what we can easily do is we can go to, you can do your right click, okay? Now you can either go to color theme and you can quickly change it to light. I don't prefer this. I like to customize it. So what we're going to do is actually go down to settings. Now, when you go to settings, what you'll see here is it's going to say symbol. It'll say body, borders, wick. Okay. So for this particular idea, let's also go down to appearance. Now, let's say we want to keep it on the white background. That's definitely something that we can choose. And let's just say we decided to make our vertical grid lines the same color as the background. Our horizontal grid lines are the same color as the background. And so you can see if I toggle that, we can see how, okay, we can see how that becomes relevant. So let's just keep it on white. And then let's go back to the to your symbols so that we can change the way that these particular candles look. Now let's say we decided that for the body of our bullish candles, we would prefer a white body, okay? For the body of our bearish candles, we're going to keep that with that blue color, okay? The borders, so what's surrounding it, let's just say we were going to go with black for the body of the bull candles, and the body or the borders of the bearish candles, we're going to go with that blue. Same idea here on the wick, we're going to change that to black, and then for our wicks on our bearish candles, we're going to change that to blue. Okay. Now, there are a lot of other settings in here that we can choose. For now, because we are only using this to chart on, we're just interested in those settings. Now, what you can do once you have it set up on in a color format that speaks to you, definitely come down here to template and then hit save as. All right. Save as is going to be your friend, and then whenever you're ready to load this template, let's just say we saved as blank white background. Okay, you can name it whatever you please. All right, so we have blank white background, and then you see up here, excuse me, where let me go back here. So you can see where we have various templates. This is actually for your indicators. This is for like your Fibonacci's and all that we'll dive into. However, main thing is when you come into this screen, you can load a chart layout, and then that will bring up the option that we just saved. Okay. Now, when you're using TradingView, a lot of times we will be using the same indicators, okay, or the same um, charting tools, if you will. And so you see this bar here. We created this bar because what we tend to do a lot of is we create a lot of horizontal lines. What we also tend to do is we use trend lines, okay, in our trading. So we may draw a trend line, and all of these can be manipulated. We're going to show you how to do that as well. Let's say we wanted to do a vertical line, okay? So let's just go back with the first one here, horizontal line. Now, this horizontal line, when we're talking about levels of interest, okay, that's when we're going to plot on horizontal lines to denote that this is an area that the market may turn. Now you'll see once you click this horizontal line, you will have an extra toolbar that pops up that's going to give you a lot of different options. You can change the color, okay, you can change the width of the line. You can change if you want it to be dashed or dotted, okay? You can also enter a specific price. All right, so let's just say you wanted it at $18. Okay, it'll automatically jump to that. You can also change one of the favorite tools of TradingView is also this alerts tool here, which is very, very interesting and wonderful to use. We will be diving into that over the next few weeks. The visual order we don't really use, clone or copy. You can easily click on the horizontal line and click Control C just like you would any other document, Word document, and you can just hit Control V and it'll automatically paste it. Now keep in mind, because of the information there, you may want to consider what that's saying, or going in and altering it just like we just did. And so these lines can be moved at will. When we have this square-like symbol here, we would definitely say that that is open to be moved. Okay, so this can be moved when it is open, and when it is locked. So you would click off of the line. Okay, so that locks it, and I click anywhere but on the line. Okay, click there. Now that level is locked. So no matter how we scroll up or down, we will see that that level is still valid. Okay. And vice versa, if you do want to unlock it so that you can move it, just click the level, easily movable. And then also, if you wanted to delete it, you just click the level, hit delete on your keyboard, or you can also do a right click and do remove. Okay. So that's the horizontal line. Now, the trend line here, same idea. Let's just say we wanted to draw a trend line from here to here. Okay. Okay. So we're just going to zoom into that area. All right. So we can double click, same idea. We can create text for this particular trend line. Also, that bar pops up so that we can choose how we would like for this trend line to appear. We can choose the width. We can choose if we want it to be dotted. We can choose if there's an arrow. A lot of these settings we don't really use too much. However, it's just important to know how to navigate. Again, there's that alert. You can add an alert, and we can also lock it. You can hide it. Those are just various tools that you can use um, to then uh, set up your chart for success. All right. Now the trend line tool, vertical line tool, same idea here. We can adjust the setting size, make that thicker. We can also move that to be on a particular candle and navigate around, moving it around to different days. And we can then lock it by clicking off of it. Now that is moved, so no matter where we go into the chart, that level or that day is pinpointed. So these are all great tools that you definitely want to get familiar with. And I do want to show you how to quickly um, create this favorites. Okay, so over here on the left side, you will see a bunch of charting tools. Okay, and this is going to show you the icons here. These are various charting tools that we can put on the chart. One of the things that we may find useful over the course of this training, of course, text is always great. However, when we get into other levels of trading, we may find using some of the measurement tools very, very helpful. And as you continue to progress in your trading, you may find the Fibonacci retracement, the Fibonacci extension. A lot of these we do not use to not overcomplicate what we're doing. Most often you may find that we use the Fibonacci retracement. The other ones, let's let other people complicate their charts. We won't do that. All right. So as you can see here, trend line, horizontal ray, cross line, which we didn't really show. The cross line is just to help us to identify where we are in the market, right? So you can just move that however you please. Okay. Now, really quick here, this star by this means that it's a favorite. So that's how we were able to pop this box up here. So any of these that you find useful, definitely recommend favoriting the trend line, favoriting the horizontal line. You can favorite the horizontal ray. Essentially, it's just going, I'm going to show you that one. Definitely favorite the vertical line and the cross line. Now, show you real quick the horizontal ray. Basically, that just starts the ray from where you are going forward. Let me just change the color so we can see it a little bit better, and then we will make it thicker. And so that'll just chart it to the price. Okay, so a little bit similar to the horizontal line, except the horizontal line actually extends out both ways. So instead of starting it here and then projecting into the future, it's on the horizontal ray. it's this horizontal line is actually giving you an overall view as far as back testing and overall on the market. Okay, so one of the main things once you have your chart set up, of course, is searching for pairs, searching for indicators. Okay, so right up here it says symbol search. We can effectively type in any symbol. Now, for the course of this training, we will limit the pairs that we actually study to make the learning more effective. Okay, so you may find that we only refer to USD ZAR, or we may only refer to silver. Okay, and so what we're going to do here is actually type in the symbol for silver. Okay, and you have various different options. Typically, we just go with the forex.com option, and then we would continue on to do our charting on this particular pair. Now, what we can see when we zoom out here, okay, same idea. Everything else stays the same. We got the same chart layout and the same background. A couple of the things that we did want to go over is the various time frames. You can see here where we have favorited the 4 hour. We've added a favorite for the daily and the weekly. Now, when we're going through and actually doing our analysis or our technical analysis over the next few weeks, we will mainly focus on the daily time frame. So it's very important that when you come to your charts or when you're spending time on your own looking at charts, that the information you use, and we're going to specify which time frame. However, for the most part, if you, let's say you wanted to look at a different pair or you found a different pair to be your more of your speed, ensure you're relaying that information and you're not on like a 5 minute or 3 minute or any other time frame versus the ones that we recommend for that particular pair. Okay, and so now that we are on silver, we can see what this market is doing. We are still on the daily chart. We can quickly switch that to a weekly chart. So we have the daily, we have the 4 hour, and we have the weekly. Okay, now, up here you'll see we have the actual bar style. These are two bar styles. Now, we're not going to go too deep into this one just yet. However, this is going to be a crucial part of our training. Okay, so towards the 9th and 10th weeks, you're going to find why we are very happy to go over the information related to chart type. However, for now, we're going to leave it on candlesticks. Now, we may find the line chart also useful. Okay, so you may want to go ahead and favorite that. So we have this one, Rinko favorited, we have line favorited, and we also have candles favorited. Now, indicators. Okay, indicators. What you will find is that the indicators that we will be using are going to be mostly moving average exponential. Okay. Now you can favorite certain have any favorites. Okay. So you would just type in here moving average exponential, and then it's going to automatically, once you click that, it's going to automatically pop it on your chart. Now we're on the daily chart. Excuse me, we're on the weekly. Let me switch it to the daily. Now, this particular moving average, if we double click it, it will tell us that it is the, now it's the 7, quickly change that to the 10th. So this number here is the average price over said resolution, or let's say because we're on the daily chart and we leave this at a length of 2, that means it's going to give you the average price over the past 2 days. Not as quite useful to set it too low as it is to keep it on a an 8-day exponential moving average. That is the one that we prefer to use. Okay, and so you can save that as a default. You can also change the color. Okay, you can change the style, so to speak. So make sure this source says close and offset is 0, resolution is the same as symbol. We're just going to hit OK. Now, what you'll notice is how this moving average actually tracks the price over the past 8 days. Now, this is what would be considered to be a lagging indicator, meaning that the market will move prior to the indicator um, responding. Okay, and so the reason that that's important is because we don't want to be reliant on the indicator to say, okay, well, the indicator is in the future when it's not. Okay, it's a lagging indicator, meaning that the market moves and then the moving average updates with that information. So as you can imagine, if we're looking at a price over the past 8 days, of course, today would need to update before we can actually give the correct information for that price. Okay, so major thing here, when you switch to a different time frame, keep in mind that that moving average is specific to that time frame. So no longer is it the 8 daily moving average. All right, now it is the average price for the past 8 weeks because we're on the weekly chart. Okay, now that is one of the indicators or one of the moving averages moving averages that we will use. You can quickly, because we use technically 4 different moving averages, what you can do is quickly just copy, just like you would any other Word document, right? And then you can just hit paste. Now, you may not have noticed anything different here. However, on this side, now we have 2 EMAs, okay? This is 2 different EMAs. So what you would go here is to settings, and under settings, what we're going to be able to do for this particular MA is, oh, excuse me, I was clicked on the chart. So what we will be able to, clicked wrong. There we go. Here we go. There we go. So what we would be able to do is to change that moving average so that we style it differently, color it differently, so that we can create that separation in knowing which moving average we are concerned with. So now we have effectively added the 21 moving average, all right, the 8 and the 21 moving average. And as the weeks progress, we will discuss more and go deeper into moving averages and what that means and how to use that in your trading. So don't feel like, oh, I need to understand this fully right now. We're just getting you familiar with the terminology. All right. So these are the this is the 8 day. This is a 21-day moving average. We've successfully added that to our chart. And so if we switch over to the weekly, this would be the 8 week, okay? 8 week average. This would be the 21-week average, all right? Similarly with the 4-hour chart, it's the last 8 bars and the last 21 bars, okay? So we can do math. However, just keeping in mind that these moving averages act as dynamic pivot points, which just pinpoint those various moving average prices and essentially taking that average price over the last 21 candlesticks and just putting that on a line in a line format. Okay. And as you progress in your trading, we will discuss it. We will discuss how this is impactful overall to your trading and how to use the moving averages to create success in your trading. Now, a couple of other features that we do want to highlight here when you are progressing in your ability to be able to navigate this chart. You may find it useful to do what's called a bar replay. I'm just going to erase the indicators. All right, I just did that. Right click, erases all of the indicators, removes all the drawings. All right. So you may find this tool here helpful where it says replay. Now let's just say, for instance, so my birthday is on December the 18th. So let's just say we wanted to replay and go back in time and see what was going on December the 18th in this market. So December the 18th is right here. All right. And so what this allows us to do is to see what the market, how the market responded forward. So we're back in time. Now we're on December the 8th, 2019, and we can guess that this market is probably going to continue up, maybe to this level here. Let's go with it and see. Okay, came right up to that level. Let's see how it reacts. And we can just essentially, it's like, to me, this feature is so underrated. It's like playing a video game. Okay, you get to see, all right, so we have an interesting switch over here. May see the market pull back down, maybe not. Is she ready? She is not ready. She's gonna go to another level. Wow. This is also a very great way to get in tune with a pair. Okay, um, as you can see, I mean nothing is 1,000% or 100%, so you never really know which way the market could go or what happens. However, there are specific strategies that we're going to teach you over the course of this 12 weeks that will set you up for success and ensure that you have a higher probability trade. All right, and so we can see that this is kind of stacking up around here. We're already into January 2020. Let's see. This is a wonderful feature to use. Wow. Okay, so this level that we drew on here obviously was a good level. The market hung around here. It's just been hasn't really been able to make a strong move from here. Let's see. Is she gonna go down? Nah, she's not. She she's just gotta keep playing around. All right, so let's see. Let's just zoom in. And this is almost entertaining. If you find you have some downtime, definitely use this to your benefit. Okay, just this will increase your awareness. One of the best ideas that I got from one of my chemistry teachers, or no, it was actually engineering physics. When I was enrolled in my undergrad program, he would actually give us our exams, and he would give us 10 minutes to look over every single question on the exam before the exam time actually started. And so by doing this, his philosophy was that wow. His philosophy was that it warmed our minds up to be able to receive the information as far as how we can prepare to answer questions that maybe our mind are just getting the wheels turning essentially in the background. So as we can see, that moved aggressively through that level. Responding here to this level, right? That was a great opportunity once the market fell from that level. Okay, so that is the replay tool. We're just going to exit. However, what a fantastic moment in time. Okay, so we can see that the market came right back up to that same level. This was that same level that we had on there. Okay, came right back up, played around, and I just did something that. There we go. I hit another button on my keyboard. Anyway, the market came back up to this level that we were on, played around a little bit, and then decided to actually go down. So very, very interesting, very powerful tool to use in your back testing to get familiar with any pair that you're looking at, and to create a way to basically program your mind to remember a certain pair to recall. So main thing with the replay, you can go back in time. You can depending on the level of subscription you have, you may be able to do a week, you may be able to do 4 hours. So definitely check the members resource area for the link so that you can get the best deal on your subscription with TradingView. Now, the other feature that we're going to go over really quickly in this training is adding an alert. So for all intents and purposes, let's just fast forward to the time that we're in now with this chart, and let's just say we wanted to set up an alert for when price gets back to this level. Okay, so we had our horizontal line. We just clicked it there, and then you can do this a couple ways. You can right click, it's going to say add an alert, okay? or when you click on it, of course, you have that add an alert here. And so you have various options. You can do only once per bar, once per minute. So you can set up the number of times you get an alert. You can set up the expiration time. Normally, this is not something that I use. I like to manually manage trades, so I may not set up an expiration time. But once the alert has been met, or the condition for the alert has been met, you're welcome to turn the alert off. Now, you can specify whether you wanted to alert you when the market is crossing up, crossing down. You can get deep into percentages and all of that great stuff. However, typically we're using either crossing up or crossing down, depending on the market. And then we're using only once. You can notify on the app. You can send an email. Very good way to stay connected to the chart and staying remote at the same time. You can come in here and just put oh, that's okay. I see what happened. It switches to the GBP USD. I must have clicked something here on the chart. I was like, wait, why are we on GBP USD? All right, so obviously TradingView wanted to switch to GBP USD. So we can do GBP USD sell, okay, and then you could send yourself a message when market gets here. Sell, sell. All right, and so you can create that, and so that's good to go. So you can walk away from your chart with full confidence that once the market hits that level, crosses up or crosses down, depending on what we chose for the alert, that you will get the notification. Okay, so that actually completes the week 1 training video number 1. Thank you for watching.